Welcome to the Engineering Update. I'm digital editor Jason Lundberg, and in this week's episode, the first 3D printed battery-powered rocket, a car safety system that monitors drivers to prevent accidents, and a CO2 capturing capsule. A month ago, we discussed the world's first 3D printed jet engine from Australia's Monash University. Not to be outdone, a Lockheed Martin-funded startup has created a rocket that is not only 3D printed, but which uses batteries instead of traditional fuel. In the wake of NASA taking a substantially reduced role in manned space exploration, a number of private entities, including SpaceX, have stepped forward to fill the void. Rocket Lab is one such company. In order to provide the US government with a tangible advantage over pricey NASA spacecraft, private entities must create affordable alternatives. Rocket Lab created an engine called the Rutherford, which together with the company's Electron launch system forms the first 3D printed battery-powered rocket. The company would use lithium polymer batteries, which would allow them to scuttle the usual tubes and pumps, providing substantial cost savings. And it'll cost a mere $4.9 million to launch the 65 by 3 foot system into space with a payload of 200 pounds. By contrast, the space shuttle, never a model for cost efficiency, ran about $54 million per launch. Naturally, these are two entirely different vessels, but it's interesting to compare one entity, which strives to be frugal, and another for which the sky is, no pun intended, the limit. The 3D printed battery-powered rocket should start operation next year.
Researchers from Harvard University and the University of Illinois have developed a technique that uses microcapsules to separate and capture carbon dioxide created by power plants. The outside of the capsule is made from highly permeable polymer, and they are filled with sodium carbonate. When the carbon dioxide travels through the polymer, it dissolves and reacts with the liquid sodium carbonate. It then forms sodium bicarbonate, which is the harmless main ingredient found in baking soda. The capsules can be heated to release the high-purity CO2, which is used for a variety of things, and the capsules themselves are reusable. These capsules only react with CO2 and aren't affected by other gases. It's a new solution to an old problem. When power plants burn fossil fuels, it releases large quantities of CO2, which traps heat and causes the Earth to become warmer. The current method involves using chemicals that react with the CO2 to separate it from the effluent gas. The problem is the chemicals are caustic, which makes them an environmental issue. Not only that, but unlike the reusable capsules, the chemicals break down after months or years of use. This new process is designed to be a sustainable solution to the problem of releasing CO2 via power plants or gas-fired power plants. It is part of the Department of Energy's Advanced Research Projects Agency, Energy Carbon Caption Projects. It sounds so unnatural, but that's literally what it's called. There are many collision avoidance systems that keep you aware of your surroundings, like cars or pedestrians, to help keep you safe and, well, avoid collisions. Brains for Cars, also a collision avoidance system, is taking a little different approach. The technology being developed by Cornell and Stanford University researchers actually have a camera that monitors your body language while you're driving. The computer that's watching you on a camera detects your face and head movements to find cues on whether you're turning or changing lanes. Coupled with data from a radar and the camera keeping an eye on the outside environment, the system will warn you if it's too dangerous to turn. For example, if you're going to make a left turn, the left side of the steering wheel or the seat will vibrate as a warning. Sound and visual signals may also be incorporated into this system. Also included is GPS info that can notify you if you're going the wrong way or if you're driving down a one-way street, which I may have done before once or maybe more than once. Anyway, to develop the system's algorithm, researchers recorded 10 people's driving activities for 2 months. Then they used the data to analyze a separate set of driving videos. The result, their algorithm was able to predict the driver's actions 3.5 seconds in advance and got it right about 77% of the time. Not perfect just yet, but researchers are still working and planning on adding more features. Also, they're considering adding the ability to detect whether you're looking at a smartphone or smartwatch to warn you against texting and driving at the same time.
And that does it for this week's episode. Be sure to check in on Facebook and Twitter and catch past episodes on ecnmag.com. For the ECN channel, I'm Johnny Parmesan, and this has been your Engineering Update.